Hi, my name is Robbie Curtis and welcome to Lesson 1 of Partner Acrobatics. In this lesson we're going to be looking at some foundations of partner acrobatics. It's all going to be very basic, so don't be daunted. In this lesson you want to grab a friend or a relative to be able to do these exercises with. Just to get some terminology out of the way, in partner acrobatics there are two positions, a base and a flyer. A base is someone who's on the floor and lifting up the flyer, so they're supporting someone who is off the floor. The flyer is the person who is in the air and being supported. So yeah, let's get started. This is my lovely acrobatic partner, Lizzie McRae. The first thing that we're going to be doing is a box on a box. So first of all, we're going to be coming down onto all fours. So all fours is this position. And the most important thing is that we're all right angles. So our arms are right angles to our core are right angles to our legs, and then right angles to the floor. So we don't want to be pushing too far back, or forward or back. The other most important thing is that we're not arching or curling through the spine. So we want to be nice and supported in the chest and in the core. The other thing to be in mind of is our ribs flaring. So our ribs coming out like this, we want to avoid that. We want to close our ribs. So that's to sort of bring them under, into our body. From there, we're wanting to go nice and long and elongated through the head. So we're not arching or doing anything funky with the head. From there, our flyer is going to come over to the back of the base's body. It's going to place their arms on top of the shoulders of the base. Then very nice and gently, going to be putting one leg up onto the hips. It's important that this is not going to the spine, and then bringing the second leg up onto the back. From there, just trying to hold that position nice and strong through the arms and the legs. So trying to be sturdy as possible. Not trying to do anything funky here, so not bending the arms or doing anything funky with the body. To come out of this, just bring one leg down, and then the second. Thanks, Lizzie. The second position that we're going to do is the box, but backwards. So it's like a backwards box. So the base is going to be taking this position on the floor. So very similar to the front box, we're looking at right angles. So a right angle between the shoulder and the core, the arm and the floor, and the legs and the floor, and the legs and the hips. It's very important with this box shape to have shoulder width apart arms, so they're not too far out, because then you'll be straining your arms. So bringing the arms in. Also the leg angle, we don't want to be bringing our knees in or out. So we want to have them shoulder width, we want them to have hip width apart and shoulder width apart. We want them pushing up. The most important thing with this is, again, supporting the core. Really important with any partner acrobatics, and closing the ribs. This is just protecting your spine, which is a really important part of our body. We don't want to be injuring that. So, pushing up, tightening the bum, strong ribs and core. From there, the flyer is going to take a step over the base's body. Going to place the arms on the shoulders. Again, nice and right angles. We're placing the feet up onto the knees, nice and slowly, pushing up together. Strong cores here, and strong butts. To come out, just reversing, so one leg nice and softly, second leg stepping over. Thanks, Lizzie. So the flyer is very important to be pressing up through the shoulders and equally distributing your weight. You're really aiming for going the exact same shape as the base. So just to demonstrate that you do want to mix up the base and flyer, I'm just going to go on Lizzie, just to show you that it doesn't matter how big you are. Please have a go at being lifted as well. So you just have to be very, very gentle. So coming to the side of the body, hands on the shoulders, one leg up. From there, being nice and gentle, lifting up, extending through, holding, coming back, reversing, and down. The next thing that we're going to look at is the bird. This is a great fundamental to a lot of acrobatics, but also you can do a lot of stretches in this position as well. So this is a really, really good one to learn with your partner. Okay, the base lies on the floor. A really important thing about the base's position is that our core is engaged and we're not arching through our back. We're slightly pelvic tilting so the core is engaged. Again, ribs are closed. From there, we're going to bring our legs up. The flyer is going to position the feet into the hips where are comfortable. It's important that the flyer is engaging in the core so the feet aren't just pressing into the bones because that can be uncomfortable. So they really want to be engaging their core. From there, the base lifts their arms, connect with the hands. It's important that it's a nice, strong connection. It's not doing anything funky where one person is connecting. It's a nice, strong connection. From there, the base's legs are going to be bent, and they're going to bend into a plie and press away up into a strong position. If this is tricky, just try that a couple of times until you find balance. Try going off 2 feet, or alternatively off 1 foot. 2 feet. Once you've found this position, it's important that the base is a right angle. So their leg is a right angle to the body. Also, the feet are balancing the core, pulling up, and the flyer is supporting their core. From there, if this is easy, the flyer can take their arms away. Legs together, arms flying like a bird. And down. Take it very slow to learn these ones. Don't rush in any of these positions. If you've mastered those, we're going to look at the back bird. In this lesson, we're just going to be looking at a very basic back bird and also a little stretch for the flyer. So, base resume their position on their back. Again, lower back into the floor. The legs aren't wanting to go too far out or towards the chest. You're really aiming for that right angle. So keep reminding yourself of where that right angle is. The flyer comes to the base, and they're coming, because it's the back bird, they want to be facing away from the base. Legs come up just above the bum and also supporting into the lower back. The base take the arms, nice and supported. As the flyer leans in, again do a slow pushing up and away. From there, if that's feeling comfortable, just let the flyer relax over. If this is nice and easy, the flyer can try to reach towards the feet and grab hold of the feet. If you're finding this position, if you found this position, feel free for the base to take the arms away, but also always have the arms there if you're a little bit unsure. To come out, to release the shoulder, release the legs, the flyer looks up towards the chest, sees the floor, to walking out. It's really important for the flyer to be able to know where they are in space. So never as a base, never let the flyer come towards the floor if they're not looking at the floor, because they won't know it's there, and that's where you can jam your toe or your ankle, and that can be quite uncomfortable. So making sure that the flyer's head is coming up before they dismount. We're really aiming for very soft dismounts with all of this. We never want to crash land out of any of this. Yes, please have a go at all of those. Yeah, thanks.